considered one of the top juniors in the United States.
Jana Reardon's scores so far have been 9.725 on the ball, 9.25 on the uneven parallel bars.
And once again, the beam is only 4 inches wide. It's 4 feet high. And Jana is a little bit larger than some of the tiny, smaller gymnasts that we see in the sport. She's not real big, but she's not quite as small as, for example, one of her teammates that she trains with, Kim Zemeskel, American Cup champion.
5'2" for Jana Reardon, weighs 100 pounds. So obviously 5'2" is not a large person. But when we're dealing with gymnasts who are 4'6", 4'7", and 4'8", she's got quite a few inches on them.
There's a nice back handspring back layout sequence. They must do some sort of a series like that, a tumbling series on balance beam. She's right on the mark right now. Now, a full turn, like we just saw, is something that people sometimes just don't appreciate, but it's very, very difficult. You must do a 360-degree turn on beam.
The 9.25 that she received on the uneven parallel bars is a bit deceptive. Bella Caroli touched her. He may not have had to, but the fact is that he did touch her, and that was a serious deduction. Her score might have been closer to 9.7, 9.75, something like that, had he not reached in.
Certainly would have been a much higher score.
And that's the good news for her, because obviously he's helping her along, but in future meets when he doesn't have to help her, that's a strong bar routine.
And as a gymnast, you have to just live with that and realize, hey, it's my fault this time.
Right.
I did double back this one.
And she's a nice solid routine. I think she's going to get the Bella Bear hug. Yep, there it is.
Very, very good routine. That first series was right on the mark, and here's a great view just to look at this. Back handspring into a back layout, and she's right on the mark.
You could see how narrow that balance beam is, just the width of your foot.
And here's her double back. You've got to be right on the mark. When you put those feet down to punch for that double back, you've got to be solid on the beam to do that. Your feet have to be right within that center part of those 4 inches. Little bobble on the dismount. That's a very solid routine. She'll get a good score.
A well-deserved score for the 14-year-old, born in Salem, Massachusetts. Family currently resides in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania.
Now, you look at an event like balance beam, and sometimes this can make or break a competition.
Yes.
Sure, Wendy's got a big lead, but all she has to do is make one mistake, maybe fall off once, and all of a sudden, Jana's right back in the money right now.
0.45 is the margin of difference between Jana Reardon and Wendy Bruce. 9.575 is the score that Jana Reardon has been granted for her beam performance. And that certainly puts the